Hey Emma, I'm so excited about our trip to Paris. We really need to figure out the details though.
Absolutely, Jake. First, let's sort out our accommodation. Have you looked up any hotels?
Yeah, I checked out a few online. There's a great one near the Eiffel Tower, but we need to book it up soon before it fills up.
Good call. I'll write down the address. Now, how are we going to get around the city?
I was thinking we could rent a car. It's easier to get around and we won't have to rely on public transport.
Great idea. We should also call up the rental company and make sure everything's in order.
Perfect. What about activities? I want to check out the Louvre Museum.
Me too. We should draw up a list of must-see places and map out our route.
Totally. We don't want to miss out on anything awesome. Oh, and let's stock up on some snacks for the road.
For sure. We can pick up some from the grocery store. Also, we need to set aside some time for relaxation.
Good point. We don't want to burn out with too much on our plate.
Agreed. How about we work out a schedule that balances sightseeing and downtime?
Sounds good. And we should also find out about local events. Maybe there's something special happening while we're there.
Yeah, we can check in with the tourism office when we get there.
Excellent plan. Oh, and don't forget to pack up your camera.
Absolutely. And you need to call back your bank to let them know you'll be traveling.
Right. Almost forgot. We should also set up an itinerary and send it out to our families, just in case.
Great idea. Let's also draw up a budget so we don't run out of money.
Definitely. I don't want to dip into my savings more than necessary.
All right, I think we're all set. Let's wrap up and head out to start packing.
Can't wait, Emma. This trip to Paris is going to be epic.
Now it's time to understand the phrasal verbs, expressions, and vocabulary we encountered in the conversation.
Figure out means to understand or determine something. Here, Jake used figure out to express the need to understand the details of their Paris trip. Sort out means to organize or resolve something. Here, Emma suggested they sort out their accommodation to ensure they have a place to stay. Look up means to search for information. Here, Emma asked if Jake had looked up any hotels, meaning if he had researched hotels online. Check out means to investigate, examine, or visit a place. Here, Jake said he checked out a few hotels online. It means he reviewed and considered them. Book up means to make a reservation. Here, Jake mentioned they need to book it up soon, meaning they need to reserve the hotel quickly. Fill up means to become full. Here, Jake was concerned that the hotel might fill up, meaning all the rooms might be reserved if they don't act quickly. Good call is an expression used to mean a good decision. Here, Emma used it to say Jake's idea about booking the hotel early was smart. Write down means to record something, usually on paper, to remember or keep a record of it. Here, Emma said she would write down the hotel's address. It means she would note it on paper or her phone. Get around means to travel or move from place to place. Here, they discussed how to get around Paris, meaning how they would travel within the city. Rent a car means to pay money to use a car for a short time. Here, they considered renting a car to have their own means of transportation. Rely on means to depend on. Here, Jake preferred not to rely on public transport, meaning he didn't want to depend on buses or trains. Call up means to phone someone. Here, Emma suggested they call up the rental company, meaning they should phone the company to make arrangements. Make sure means to confirm or ensure. Here, Emma wanted to make sure everything was in order with the rental car. It means she wanted to confirm the details. Louvre Museum is a famous museum in Paris. It houses Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, one of the most famous paintings in the world. Here, Emma and Jake wanted to visit the museum. Draw up means to create or prepare. Here, Emma proposed they draw up a list of must-see places. It means they should make a list of important sites to visit. Map out means to plan in detail. Here, they decided to map out their route in Paris. It means they would plan their travel itinerary.
Miss out means to fail to experience. Here, they didn't want to miss out on anything awesome. It means they wanted to ensure they didn't skip any great experiences.
Stock up means to gather supplies. Here, Jake suggested they stock up on snacks. It means they should buy enough snacks for their trip. Snacks are small foods eaten between meals. Here, Jake suggested they stock up on snacks for their trip. It means they should buy some small foods to eat while traveling. Pick up means to collect, or to go and get, someone or something. Here, they agreed to pick up snacks from the grocery store. It means they would go there and buy the snacks. Grocery store is a place where you buy food and other everyday items. Here, they said that they would get snacks from the grocery store. Set aside means to reserve or save something for a specific purpose. Here, they wanted to set aside time for relaxation. It means they wanted to reserve time to rest. Good point is an expression used to mean a good idea or comment. Here, Jake said good point to acknowledge that Emma's suggestion about balancing activities with relaxation was a smart and valuable idea. Burnout means to become very tired. Here, they didn't want to burn out with too much on their plate. It means she wanted to avoid getting too tired or overwhelmed. Too much on the plate is an expression used to mean having too many things to do. Here, Jake didn't want to have too much on their plate. It means he didn't want to be overloaded with too many activities to do. Work out means to plan or find a solution to a problem or situation. Here, Emma suggested they work out a balanced schedule. It means they should plan a timetable that includes both activities and relaxation. Sightseeing means visiting interesting places. Here, they plan to do a lot of sightseeing in Paris. Downtime means time to relax. Here, they wanted to have some downtime during their trip. Find out means to discover information. Here, they wanted to find out about local events. It means they needed to discover what events would be happening in Paris.
Local events are activities or happenings taking place in a specific area or community. These can include festivals, concerts, markets, or other gatherings that are organized locally. Here, they wanted to find out about local events in Paris during their visit.
Check-in means to register or contact. Here, they plan to check in with the tourism office. It means they would contact or visit the office for information. When we get there refers to the time or moment you reach a destination. Here, Emma suggested that they visit the tourism office to get details about local events when they arrive in Paris. Pack up means to put things into a bag or suitcase. Here, Jake reminded Emma to pack up her camera. It means she should put her camera in her luggage. Call back means to return a phone call. Here, Emma reminded Jake to call back his bank. It means he should return the bank's call to inform them about his travel plans.
Almost forgot is an expression used to indicate that someone nearly failed to remember something important. It's a common way to tell that a task was remembered just in time. Here, Jake almost forgot to inform the bank about his travel plans.
Set up means to arrange or organize. Here, they decided to set up an itinerary. It means they would organize a detailed plan for their trip. An itinerary is a detailed plan or schedule for a trip. It includes information about travel dates, destinations, activities, and accommodations. Here, Jake suggested creating an itinerary. It means to prepare a detailed plan for their trip to Paris. Send out means to distribute. Here, they plan to send out the itinerary to their families. It means they would distribute the plan to their family members.
Just in case is an expression meaning to be prepared for something that might happen. Here, Jake suggested sending the itinerary to their families just in case. They need to know their travel plans in case of an emergency or if the families need to reach them. This would ensure that their families are aware of their schedule and can contact them if necessary.
Draw up means to create or prepare. Here, Emma mentioned that they should draw up a budget. It means they should create a financial plan for the trip.
Budget means a plan for how to spend money. Here, Emma wanted to make a budget to manage their expenses.
Run out means to use something completely so that nothing is left. They didn't want to run out of money. It means they wanted to avoid using up all their funds. Dip into means to spend some of your money that you have been keeping or saving. Here, Jake didn't want to dip into his savings more than necessary. It means he wanted to avoid using his reserved money unless absolutely needed. Savings means money that you have set aside and not spent, usually for future use or emergencies. Here, Jake didn't want to use his savings more than necessary. We're all set is an expression meaning that everything is prepared and ready to go. It means all the necessary arrangements or tasks have been completed. Here, Emma said, "We're all set." It means they have finished planning and are ready for their trip.
Wrap up means to finish. Here, Emma suggested they wrap up their planning session. It means they should finish their meeting. Head out means to leave or depart. Here, they decided to head out to start packing. It means they would leave the park to go home and pack for their trip.
Epic means very impressive or amazing. Here, Jake said the trip would be epic, which means it would be very special.
Now, it's time for the quiz. Let's see how well you remember the phrasal verbs we've covered. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate phrasal verbs selected from the choices given in the brackets. Fantastic work on the quiz. Make sure to stay connected with our channel for more engaging videos like this one. If you want to dive deeper into phrasal verbs, check out our comprehensive phrasal verbs playlist for more lessons and practice. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.